Well then, YouTube. Deja vu from the first game of the season away at Newcastle. Our centre-half goes off injured. We're 1-0 down in the first 5 minutes. We're playing a stupid high line without putting any pressure on the midfield. So the midfield of Newcastle and Liverpool have got the time in the world to play balls over the top. And what do you get? You get an absolute spanking. That is what you get, a recipe for disaster. I'm not going to overreact, but I'm just going to say what I saw in that game. Liverpool 3, Aston Villa 0, and to be honest with you, I don't think Liverpool are going to have an easier game all season. We played right into their hands like we did away at Newcastle. So I'm going to start asking a few questions about our manager, because there are a lot of people out there that talk about the Unai Emery second season syndrome, where your second season, isn't as good as your first season. And well, the first two big away games, away at Newcastle and away at Liverpool, we've not exactly been very good, have we? We've lost, 8-1 on aggregate in them two games, against a Newcastle team that has lost every game since, against a Liverpool team that I still don't... Liverpool look good, but today, for example, they were without Van Dijk and Konate. They were playing Joel Matip and Joe Gomez as centre-half, and you tell you what, I don't actually think they did a thing. They could have just sat there on a deck chair and done nothing. Ollie Watkins, absolutely terrible again. 0 goals in the league in the first 4 games. And I know a lot of Villa fans will claim he should be in the England squad. For me, I don't think he will. But I will do a separate video on Ollie Watkins. I'll probably do that tomorrow, because I'm going to go in depth about how much I rate Ollie Watkins. But for me, he just just did nothing. Like, if you can let me know in the comment section, YouTube, name me one thing he did today. He just didn't do anything, did he? So Diaby had a few moments in the first half. Probably should have scored as well. He laid a lovely ball off to McGinn, who definitely should have at least hit the target, and his club foot ballooned the ball 50 yards over the bar from just inside the box. John McGinn, again, like the Newcastle game, when he plays on the left, he's just not very good, is he? He's just not very good. Leon Bailey came on after, 20 minutes odd, when Diego Carlos went down injured. And you know what? I actually don't even think Leon Bailey was that bad. So I actually think it was a little bit harsh on Leon Bailey for Unai Emery to then bring him off after... What did he bring it? He brought him off after 60 minutes for Zaniolo. Because, for example, I thought John McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Boubacar Kamara, Luca Dean, Pau Torres, Konsa, Cash, Watkins, maybe not Diaby, but they're all a million times worse. Not a million times worse, but they're all worse than Leon Bailey. So you know what? I'm not really much of a defender of Leon Bailey, but I'll defend him there. I thought Leon Bailey was treated a bit harshly to be brought off for Zaniolo, especially when you think of how bad Ollie Watkins, etc. And especially John McGinn today was shocking. It was awful. Luca Dean, now that he's not playing for a move, and he knows he's going to be here for the next 6 months. Is that, 6 months? 4 months? Is that going to be the Luca Dean that we're now seeing? Because that right there, for me, was the Luca Dean that we saw for most of last season when he played. And the reason why Moreno was brought in. He was just shit. It's alright getting some assists against Everton and Burnley, who are both bottom of the league, and Hibernian, that are probably National League standard. You know, when we actually play a semi-decent team in Newcastle and Liverpool, you got to stand up and be counted for. You're shit. So maybe, again, that's why Unai Emery was looking at getting him gone, because he just ain't got the bottle for it. He ain't got the minerals. Pau Torres, I'm actually not going to go too much in on the centre-backs, even though I don't think Pau Torres, Diego Carlos when he was on the pitch before he went off injured, and Konsa, even though I don't think they were very good, I think they were let down by the system, not the system as such, but by the tactics that Unai Emery was playing, and of course, the fact that then John McGinn, Douglas Luiz and Boubacar Kamara, Ollie Watkins were terrible. They were genuinely awful. Again, exactly the same, just like they were away at Newcastle. Terrible again. I'm going to start questioning, the more and more I see of these performances against good teams, I'm going to start questioning the mentality of some of these players, because they've been here for a long time now. You know, what more excuses am I meant to give for John McGinn and Ollie Watkins putting in another stinker? What am I meant to say? You know, John McGinn's meant to be our captain, and he's putting in a performance like that again, like he did away at Newcastle. What, every time we play a good team away from home, is John McGinn and Ollie Watkins just going to go hiding? Is that what we're going to do then? Is every time we play a good team away from home, is Boubacar Kamara just not going to be anywhere near as good as what he normally is? Is that what's going to happen? Because it's not up to it. I'm not... We are a good football team, but I feel like the team just lacks a bit of bollocks. There's no fight. There's no desire. We're there 2-3-0 down, and we're just walking. Ollie Watkins, walking. If you want to leave the club, Watkins, go. Go. If your head's being turned and you're not going to sign that contract, go. Duran, I know he had 2 absolutely awful shots. He come on and actually just brought some intensity and some desire up front. Cameron Archer scores a goal. Well, he scores a goal and sets up a goal. Technically speaking, set up a goal, even though his shot was the one that went in. You telling me Cameron Archer would have done worse than Ollie Watkins today? And I'm not even talking about just I would have kept Archer in that. But what I'm saying is I've not been impressed with Ollie Watkins so far this season at all. Bar a 50-minute hat-trick against Hibernian. I think Ollie Watkins has been pretty poor, if I'm being honest with you. I think he's been poor. And again today, I think today was the worst of the lot for him. I really do think he was poor. But anyway, I was going on about the centre-half and I went on a tangent. I'm not going to criticise Pau Torres and Ezri Konsa and Diego Carlos too much. Because the way I look at it, we could have had fucking Maldini, Lucio and Sergio Ramos and Nesta as a back 4 today. They'd have been absolutely cut open. And when we're telling them to play on the halfway line or play halfway between our 18-yard box and the halfway line, touching even the halfway line, but then the midfield and the strikers in front are putting zero pressure on the ball. Like, I put a tweet out, Trent Alexander-Arnold had enough time to take the ball off the centre-back, take a touch, go and make a coffee, smoke a fag, pick his head up, play a ball over the top. That's how much time he had to play in the midfield today. I don't understand, watching that game of football, what Unai Emery was trying to do. And I don't. And that's the second away game already this season that I've seen that. We've only played 4 games. I'm a little bit worried. And I don't overreact, really. I don't really go overboard. But I just say what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing in these away games are very naive and not good. They're not good. We look a million times worse than we did last season. And we've spent a lot of money. Like, although actually net spend, we didn't even spend that much, really, because of the players that we sold. But, like, for example, we got a point away at Anfield in May. Was it May we got a point away at Anfield last season? I think it was May, right? A couple of months ago. We were way better then. And I know we're missing Moreno. I know we're missing Buendia. I know we're missing Mings. I know we're missing Jacob Ramsey. But we are genuinely, right now, in my opinion, a worse team than we were last season. I think we've only really brought Diaby that really improves the starting 11, really. I'm still a bit unsure about Pau Torres and Mings, whether there really is. I think Pau Torres has got a lot of good qualities, but the qualities that he has aren't the same as Mings. So when we then don't play with Mings, because obviously Mings is injured for the season, we really do lack that physical presence at the back and that leader, right? But then Pau Torres is really good on the ball, although today he was dreadful on the ball. But I'm just a bit alarmed, YouTube. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Are you alarmed with that performance? Are you worried about, not worried about the season, but are you thinking already that this season isn't going to be anywhere near as good as what we thought going into the season? Because I'm already starting to think that I don't think, I think we'll be, what I'm seeing so far, I think we'll be lucky to get top 10. I really do. I think West Ham are better than us right now. Brighton a million times better than us. Liverpool better than us. Arsenal better than us. Man United, I don't know. But Man City, obviously. Brentford, I think, are better than us right now. I think we need to win the Conference League if we want European football again next season, YouTube. Another awful, embarrassing. And you know what? That performance annoyed me because I'm going to go into it again. But there were some players on that pitch again, like at Newcastle away, just walking. Watkins just walking around. Actually do something, mate. Kamara walking around. Get on the ball. Do something. John McGinn walking. You're meant to be our captain, and again in a big away game against a good team. You've just not got the bottle, have you? These players don't have it. They just don't. And it's really how I'm feeling. But let me know in the comment section down below what you do think, YouTube. Remember, I do reply to every single comment. And if you can drop a like on the video for me, that would mean the world to me. Also, hit that subscribe button to my channel so you never miss a video. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. Although I haven't really done that on this video. PMA, positive mental attitude. I haven't really done that on the video. Peace out. One love. Up the Villa.